Were you raised by your father?
No, my daddy actually passed.
Oh, he did? At what age for you?
Well, he didn't die.
He didn't die?
He just said, I don't want to be no damn daddy, I'll pass.
Oh, he did? Did he tell you that?
No, he just showed it with his actions.
And
when you disappear, as a kid, you know he's not there.
But most men disappear because they can't handle the woman, not that they don't love their children, but the woman, the mother make them think that they don't love their children because she hate the father, so she'll turn the kids toward her,
some cases, yeah.
trying to be like she's a pitiful one, play victim. Did you ever ask your father why did he leave?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
I'm still waiting on the answer. He hadn't really told me yet.
So, did you see him and ask?
I see him. We have a good relationship now.
Oh, you and your father?
Yeah, we have a good
So
relationship.
did you ever ask him, why did you leave?
Yeah, then he threw some Bible scriptures on me. He's a preacher too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst kind. Yeah.
He needs his own show.
So you have boys.
2 boys.
Are you married?
I was married 10 years.
Huh?
I was married 10 years.
Really? Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
It stopped.
Why?
I'm glad you asked, Jesse. I didn't think you would ask. It stopped because there was a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules in marriage. You know, you got to come home every night.
Yeah.
You can't just be out having sleepovers. I'm gonna be at Jesse's house tonight. No. You got to come home every night.
Right.
And it was rules, and I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that type of structure relationship. I never seen it before. I didn't grow up around it, so
right.
it was me trying to figure it out on my own. But you know, most of the times when you see parents separate and the kids, you know, go with and it's a turmoil. No, me and my ex-wife are best friends.
Oh, good.
Yes, we communicate.
So you can be with your boys.
Yeah. You don't have to
That's
be.
That's important.
Very important. Jesse, you have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids?
1.
You got 1?
I have 1 son. He's married with 2 kids. His older daughter is married. She has 1.
How old are you, Jesse?
70.
And only 1 kid?
Yep.
You need to go back and do a do-over. You need to have at least, at 70, you need at least 6 kids.
I wanted 10.
How you get 1 out of 10?
It just didn't turn out that way.
You had a lazy stroke.
I'm surprised that I only have 1.
You had a lazy stroke.
No, my stroke was bad.
Back then, it's done now. You need that blue pill. Anyway, Jesse, you see my 2 boys. You met my boys.
I did.
Ages 12 and 13. February 12th, February 14th. Those are the dates. For 1 day a year, they're the same age. That is an amazing stroke.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing stroke.
That's
amazing.
Will you ever get married again?
You know what, Mr. Peterson? I don't know. Because, I mean, for some people, it's something that you put in your life that kind of ground you and I guess, stabilize you, I guess.
Right.
For me, I don't think the title of marriage is something that I need. You know what I mean? I mean, having somebody in my life is important, but I don't think that person has to have a title.
Do you believe in having sex out of wedlock?
Yes.
You do? Are you a Christian?
Non-religion. I grew up Christian.
But you're no religion now. You're
no
atheist.
religion. No.
Agnostic.
No. I stand on spirituality.
What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. I didn't think you would ask, Mr. Peterson. You asked some great questions. Well, for me, like most people, and I don't oppose people's views, like some people that are Baptist or Pentecostal or Muslim or Catholic.
You like Allahu Akbar?
Do I like him? That's God is the greatest.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
No, that's what they say when they're cutting your head off.
Who says that?
The Allahu Akbar people.
The Allahu Akbar people? I think you're trying to say God is the greatest.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
So while they're cutting your head off, they're saying God is great?
Well, I've never been a part of those people that cut heads off. I don't know how they operate. But I think the question was my religion as far as spirituality.
Right, and then you brought up them up. So
I'm more spiritual. I'm a spiritual person.
What does that mean to be spiritual?
Which means is I'm grounded in something, but not in a certain belief of a religion, a particular religion. But for me, I believe that having a connection, a spiritual connection with the universe, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever you want to call it, is important. But whatever fits you, if it's a religion, then that's...
Are you grounded in God or whatever?
Not whatever.
Who are you grounded in?
I believe in God. I believe there's a God.
Oh, you believe in God. Mm-hmm. And so you also believe...
Whatever you choose to call it. Universe,
you
God.
You can't call it but what it is.
Well, no. Well, God, what can you call God?
God, Daddy. God, he's my father.
He told you to call him Daddy?
Father.
Daddy is what you said.
Well, yeah, you can call him Daddy. Same as father.
But who told you to call God Daddy?
Me.
You told yourself to call God.
I told myself.
Okay, you got
But
Peterson doctrine.
let me ask you this. So you believe in God.
Yes.
And so do you believe in having sex before marriage?
Yes.
And why?
Because it's natural.
It's
I think once you have a certain age and you know right from wrong, and as a man you have that feeling.
Is it right to have sex before marriage?
Says who? Who depends
I'm
on who you're
asking
talking
you.
to.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Is it right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't, according to certain laws. I say you should. Jesse, I say you should.
Is it right?
It depends on the person you're talking to. If you ask
I'm
me,
asking
yes.
you. Yeah. You said it's right.
Yeah,
Is
Jesse is right. It's natural.
Is it right?
Stop breathing right now and hold your breath.
Is it
And
right?
ask me how natural would that be?
Is
It
it
would be
right?
unnatural.
Is it right to live with a woman without being married?
It depends on who you're talking to.
I'm asking you. I'm talking to delay.
If you have plans, delay. If you have plans on being with this woman, if you have some, sort of structure that you're trying to have this woman add to your life, I don't think the title matters, Mr. Peterson.
Is it right to have children out of wedlock?
I can only speak for myself.
Right.
I didn't.
I'm asking you.
I didn't. I was.
You did not?
No. I was
Is it
married.
right to do that?
Depends on what you're following. It depends on what you're following. If your lifestyle says, hey, according to this religion that I follow, I shouldn't be doing this, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. But again, Mr. Peterson.
I'm asking you a personal opinion. Is it right to have children out of wedlock?
If you take care of the kids, I don't think that part matters.
Is it right?
If you take care of the kids, yeah. If you just bounce, that's not right. That's what makes it wrong. If you got a child out of wedlock and you love this woman, but you're not married and you produce a wonderful kid and you guys raise that kid together, what difference does it make if the circumstances in which the kid was born?
What do you think of a woman that have babies out of wedlock and then she bounce?
The woman bounce?
Uh-huh.
Where they doing that at?
Everywhere.
Where, Mr. Peterson? Women are having kids and just leaving it with the man, or just leaving?
Just leave it with the baby.
Just leave. What do you mean?
Leave the man with the baby.
Oh, leave the man with the baby.
No, she leave and take the baby away from the man.
They doing that?
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
They call out of wedlock birth. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think that's beneficial for the kid.
Right.
If the mother's gonna take the kid and just.
And why not beneficial for the kids?
Because I think the kid needs a two-parent home.
Yeah. And why do they need two-parent homes?
It gives them structure at an early age and gives them confidence. See, like now, I didn't have confidence. When I was my kid's age, I didn't have that confidence. I didn't
Right.
grow up in a two-parent home. But look at me now, Mr. Peterson. I'm exuding with confidence.
What brought on the change?
Can you feel it?
What brought on the change?
I'm glad you asked. I didn't think you would ask. You asked some amazing questions. I think me finding myself through sports. I was an athlete.
Oh.
And once I was,
What'd you play?
I played basketball.
Okay.
Once I was able to find myself in that, it gave me confidence off the court and in my social life.
I know.
So as you can see, I was saying, I'm exuding with confidence.
Would you want your sons to be married before they have sex or out of wedlock?
That's a conversation that I'm pretty open with my sons. This is a conversation
Right.
that we'll have when I believe the time is right. But I wouldn't be upset with my kids if they had sex before marriage.
Right. Would
That's
you
an old school
prefer-
way of thinking. Like,
Right.
so you're gonna tell me as a young man that my body's going through these natural changes, and I'm starting to desire a woman, and this is natural as it is to feel the desire for a woman. I need to suppress that and wait till I have a certificate to say now we can have sex. That's ridiculous, Mr. Peterson.
Which do you prefer for your sons, to wait until marriage or before? As a father,
as a
with
father,
sons,
I would prefer them to do because they're gonna have the knowledge.
you prefer them to wait,
No, I prefer them to do whatever they feel like they're comfortable with.
but you would recommend what?
I would recommend them doing what they feel is comfortable because they're under the tutelage of their dad, who gives them some great guidance. So
Right.
they wouldn't be doing anything in unknowingly. So if they did it, I wouldn't be mad at them, Mr. Peterson.
But
What about you?
if they-
How do you feel about it, Mr. Peterson?
If they did, they would be controlled by the woman, because women are sex dealers and men are sex addicts. And that's why men are controlled by women, because the women just serve as them what they need and they have control over them. Have you noticed that?
No, Mr. Peterson.
You were controlled by women when you had sex out of wedlock.
I was controlled?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I missed that part of it because I never felt shackled. I always felt like I had the freedom.
But you also felt like you had to have it.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with the
That
woman.
was control.
That's a personal
You were
thing.
an addict.
At 15, I was a sex junkie?
If you felt like you had to have it, yeah. It's no different than a drug addict.
You more than a pastor.
Have you ever thought about that?
You're a therapist.
What do you mean?
You just diagnosed me. I was a sex junkie at 15.
Did you know that before today?
I never knew I was a junkie.
So what is it like finding out?
I'm starting to scratch now because I'm like, I'm fiending for it. I'm a junkie. So you telling me
I wouldn't want your son to do that until they get married.
you really believe that the man is controlled?
by women when they have sex with them? Out of
Really?
wedlock? Yeah.
Why?
Look how addicted they are to sex, and
You
they'll
don't think
do
women-
anything for the women.
But you don't think women have that same thing? You don't think women
No.
are addicted to sex?
Uh-uh.
Really?
Women are addicted to power.